Been gorgeous out there, and it's still very nice out there as we speak. We're getting a look from our Sierra Cam. Clear conditions, not only clear, but warm. We're at 72 degrees right here at the broadcast center in Studio City. Pretty impressive for this time of night. Radar showing you clear, dry, and, well, can't see warm conditions on there, but we will show you in a minute how warm it is. Take a look at this. 73 degrees in downtown Burbank, 77. San Bernardino currently at 73 and Riverside at 69 degrees. So keeping things very warm this evening. And here's the drill. Your weather headline showing you offshore flow in the forecast. All that means, well, that wind is blowing from land to sea. It's blowing all that cloud cover out of the forecast. With that, we're staying clear, warm, and dry for the next couple of days. By the time we hit Thursday, though, as we head into the weekend there, we're cooling it down, and that offshore flow is going to turn onshore. So with the return of that sea breeze, we're actually going to see cooler weather and cloudier weather. So, of course, we're going to have all the details in your 5-day forecast in just a little bit, but do want to show you earlier today we got up to 87 degrees in downtown. So that's well above average for this time of year, inching closer to record temperatures. Not quite getting there and not quite making it there over the next couple of days, but getting a little closer. So we're going to have all of those forecast highs and, of course, your extended forecast coming up for you in just a little bit. Back to you.
All right, Ev.
And on average, they usually get just about 120, 130 so tornadoes in the month alone. And again, that's what we saw in a matter of a day, even more than that. So very impressive and very destructive, of course, as we know as well. Here at home, a completely different story. We're just enjoying the nice weather out there, the warm weather. LAX, nice and clear for you. 71 degrees right here at the broadcast center in Studio City. At the coast, we're into the 70s, and we're clear all across the board. Those offshore winds kicking in, keeping us very clear, very warm, very dry as well. Downtown currently into the 70s, Burbank into the 70s. So again, temperatures very mild this evening. That offshore flow persists over the next couple of days. What does that mean? Well, the wind is blowing from land to sea. So with that, we're staying nice and clear. It's pushing all the cloud cover out of the forecast, keeping us nice and warm, cooling us down, though. Actually, we are cooling down, not the offshore flow, but we are cooling down as we head into Thursday with a much cooler weekend. So more on that in a minute, but do want to show you we got up to 87 degrees earlier today, well above average, and keeping things well above average for the next 24 hours, falling down to the 60s into the overnight hours, 70s first thing in the morning, and 90 by the afternoon in the basin. So that jet stream riding up and over us, so all of the storm systems really staying to our north. High pressure building in the Great Basin. You're looking at that clockwise circulation. With that, we're seeing that offshore flow, those offshore winds that keep things warm and dry. You'll see they generate over land, they blow out to the coast, and with that, we're looking at very minimal cloud cover in the forecast. So that's going to last over the next couple of days, and high pressure starts to move eastward. As it does, we cool down, but then we've got, well, more high pressure waiting in the wings, and that's eventually going to make its way into Southern California. But until then, again, we're just concentrating on this ridge of high pressure. And with that, sunshine and warm temperatures for the next couple of days, well above average. By Thursday, we're still hot, but we're cooling it down a few degrees. And then we're cooling down even more so by Friday. By Saturday, we're talking maybe even 20 degrees cooler across the board. Back to you.
All right.
And here at home, looking at warm temperatures, but not lasting for long. We'll have all the details coming up in your 5-day forecast in just a few minutes.
Well, Evelyn Taft is here now to talk about our weather, and it has been really gorgeous, especially if you like it, nice and warm. It's not too hot, right?
Yeah, not too hot, but yeah, if you like it warm, it's paradise out there, and it's going to continue to stay that way at least for the next couple of days. Okay. So that's good news. But if you're into the cooler weather, well, we got a little bit of that coming our way too. So, of course, we're going to have the details in your 5-day forecast momentarily. First and foremost, we do want to take you outside this evening. And as we do, you're going to see, well, this is a shot looks like overlooking downtown right now. Mostly clear conditions for you. And on top of that, pretty warm conditions. We're into the 70s right now. If you look at the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, you'll see 70 degrees right here at the broadcast center in Studio City. So radar showing you not only clear conditions, but again, we are looking at dry conditions, of course, and looking at very warm conditions. Take a look at temperatures out there right now, 60s and 70s. These look like your forecast highs when in fact they're just current temperatures, 73 in downtown, 73 as well in San Bernardino and Riverside at 69 degrees. So at this point, your weather headline showing you offshore flow persisting in the forecast, the wind blowing from land to sea, essentially taking out all the cloud cover in the forecast, keeping things clear, warm and dry, at least for now. Then a cool down in store. We're actually going to see a shift in wind. So with that, we'll see an onshore flow kick in, that sea breeze kicking in, bringing in the cooler air and the cloud cover right back into the forecast. And with that, a cooler weekend on tap. But until then, take a look at this. 87 degrees. That was the high today in downtown. Average is 74, so well above average and inching closer to record temperatures. Probably not getting there, but again, getting closer. Over the next 24 hours, we're getting down into the 60s, up into the 70s first thing in the morning, and by the afternoon, we're up at 90 degrees. So this is what's going on in your forecast. You'll see that jet stream going up and over us. It's that river of air that's rushing in storm systems to our north. Here at home, we're not seeing anything like that. High pressure sitting over the Great Basin. With that, we're seeing that clockwise rotation that's associated with high pressure and those offshore winds as a result, pushing all the cloud cover out to sea, keeping us warm and dry. So again, high pressure building over Southern California, providing us with very warm weather. It's going to start to move eastward, and as it does, we're expecting a cool down in the forecast and then, well, more high pressure waiting in its wake. So that's coming up a little later in the week, actually next week. But until then, here's the drills. We were just discussing high pressure building to the forecast, warming us up, and then it's breaking down. We're cooling down as we head into the weekend. This is for the valleys in the Inland Empire. More 5-day microclimate forecasts coming up for you in just a little bit. Back to you.